So we'll go to profitability, which is more important than revenue.
Yep.
I said how important revenue is. Profitability is even more important. Now, when we arrive here, we see some small hiccup. Welcome to another episode of Stocklist, the show where we take you through the various stocks on our various watch lists and advise you on whether you should be looking into them as well. Quick disclaimer, Michael.
Yep, so we're not financial analysts, neither are we financial advisors. Take everything we say with a pinch of salt, Maggi, flour, and everything else.
Anything you can find around your house.
Anything. Everything we say is for entertainment purposes only.
So what stock are we looking into today?
Today we're going to look at Fsly.
Okay.
Yep, so Fsly is a name that a lot of you might not have heard of, but we're going to break it down. Fsly is a content delivery network, so a CDN, that provides cloud cache services to corporate customers to speed up the delivery of internet data to their clients. So, long and short...
I was waiting. Basically, make sure internet faster.
I sounded like a lecturer. You know when they're reading on a PowerPoint?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know when you're trying to go on a website, you type like bbc.co.uk and it's just bare slow.
So Fsly are there to make it load faster.
Yeah.
Bro, in a nutshell, they make whatever you're watching online load faster.
Every app, every website has something behind it that's making it go fast and slow.
It's optimizing.
Yeah, sometimes it's not your Wi-Fi.
It's literally Fsly not being fast.
Some people think the engineer's turning off the router thinking it's going to solve the problem. It's not that.
Some people think it's the wind outside.
You know?
It's literally just optimization for your content. You just make your content come to you faster. So when you're watching Power on Mr. World Premiere, it's loading quicker for you, bro. Thank Fsly. Alright, cool. So we know what Fsly is now.
Yep.
You know what they do.
So do you want to go through their competitors?
Yeah, so Fsly got a range of competitors. They got companies like Cloudflare. You've probably seen them on the pop-ups. When you're on them websites you shouldn't be on. Microsoft Azure. So Microsoft Azure is also like a cloud company. By Microsoft, obviously. This one sounds mad. Akamai.
Don't worry, the name's gonna be on the screen because
Akamai. All right, I'll just call it Akamai. Yeah. Verizon. Yeah, for all your Americans. Amazon Web Services. Obviously, they have to be there. Google Cloud, which is I won't say what I think of them. And Alibaba Cloud as well, and many more. Yeah, so those are their competitors.
It's funny how we said Amazon, Google, and Alibaba. It just shows you that they got fingers in all their pies.
Every pie. Literally.
Yeah, it's mad. So that's enough about their competitors. How about their customers?
Right, so they got quite a few customers as well.
So these are the people that use Fsly.
Yeah.
So take a pen and paper and just note down
these companies.
Because these are the companies that when you go on their website, you know whether there's a lag.
Yeah.
Or their app.
Yeah. All right. So some of the companies that use Fsly service.
There's 810, but we're not going to read.
810. I didn't even know that.
You're not going to read all 810.
No. I'll read you a quick 10. Yeah. The other 800 you can go look for yourself.
10 or is it 10 or just?
This is more than 10. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I'll read through it anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So some of these you might not have heard of. Some of these you definitely know. So for example, Etsy. I'm sure some of you don't know Etsy. BuzzFeed, maybe not. Shopify, you all know Shopify because you all tried to start a business this pandemic. All of you. All of you. Yeah, Udemy, where you can
buy courses.
A Bear Review was trying to buy courses for £10 and that. Radio New York Times. Reddit. Pinterest, which we've spoken about a couple times. TikTok. Okay. Slack. Boots. Is it Boots as in
Boots the Chemist?
The Chemist, okay.
Yeah, Boots the Chemist.
Twitter is on Fsly. That should tell you something. Twitter. Stripe, which is the payments company. And Deliveroo, which is where you get all your Caribbean meals. Can you tell us some information about the stock itself?
So Fsly, they trade under the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker FSLY.
Okay.
Their share price at the time of recording is $86.70. The time of recording is 5th of January, 2021. Yield on May the 16th, 2019, $16. So yeah.
Wow. So they IPO'd at $16 and that was a year ago. Even less than a year ago.
2019 now. Remember, we're in 2021 now.
Yeah, but bro, that's May 29. Oh, bro, that's 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, maths. It's peak. All right, carry on. Yeah. No, but to go from $16 to $86 is a lot. It's a big jump anyway. Yeah, so they've come a long way.
Yeah, they've come a long way. But how would you know whether to invest at $16? Because investing at the IPO price is always a risk because there's nothing not enough information on the company for you to dive into that company. The 52 week range was between $10.63 and $136.50.
Damn,
so yeah,
that's a massive.
Not 50 cent as in the rapper, as in 50 cent.
Literally 50 cents. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Wow, that's a massive. That's a
massive.
Gap.
Massive. The reason why their share price has fluctuated a lot, various reasons which we'll touch on. But one thing that's helped here with their share price is the fact that there's more people using the internet now during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So a lot of you, when you're looking at if you got an Apple phone, it tells you your usage on your social media, all of that kind of stuff.
How much you been on TikTok
is increased. So some of you need to reduce that. How long you been on TikTok?
No, keep going because my Fsly stock can go up.
Actually, keep going. Keep Every time you use Deliveroo, keep going. Yeah.
Buy some more.
Yeah. So cool. All of that contributes towards the share price.
Interesting. Yeah. So can you tell us about like the CEO and who's actually behind this company?
The CEO is Joshua Bixby. So he calls Fsly the platform for innovators simply because the customers that he's currently got on them are big boys. So like your New York Times, your Deliveroos, your Etsy, your Pinterest, Slack, etc. He's been at the company for a while, so he knows about the business. So he's been on the exec board since 2015 and he was promoted to a CEO position in February 2020.
Oh, so he used to be a worker.
Yeah.
And now he's the CEO.
Yeah, man said a worker.
What? But was he a founder though? Like, who was the founder? Like, was he a founder?
Said it like he was a nobody.
No, but was he a founder though? Let me see.
It's true. No, he wasn't a founder. He wasn't a founder.
Sorry, so he was a worker then.
Yeah, it's true. Okay.
He was out here.
Yeah, he was really out here. He grinded.
We'll start with the most important figure, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah?
That disclaimer there.
It's my opinion, yeah? I like money. So the most important figure is the revenue. And we'll start off in 2019. The revenue was 200 million. That's how much the company brought in. $200 million. That's a lot of money. However, in 2020, that went up to 267 million. And that's numbers reported at the end of September 2020. So not December 2020, September 2020. So just keep that in mind, right? So they've gone up by 267 million within 9 months. I think that's amazing. You understand? And that to me proves the company is doing something right. To increase your revenue. Right. So we'll go to profitability, which is more important than revenue. I said how important revenue is. Profitability is even more important. Now, when we arrive here, we see some small hiccup.
This one is very peak.
All right, cool. So in 2019, they made minus $51 million profit. Yeah? And then in 2020, the minus went up to minus 64,300,000. Which it's a bit political.
It's a bit of a sticky one.
Why is your minus increasing?
Let me tell you about the why. The why is, for me personally, in my opinion, since you said in your opinion, in my opinion,
hint.
Looking at the profitability of a business is important to me, simply because after revenue, you've taken out all your costs. So you need to see why the profit is where it is, regardless of whether you feel that like the number is a high number or low number. So the reason why their profitability is so peak and Fsly is yet to make a profit is because they've been splashing the cash expenses.
They've been blowing the dough.
Blowing like they're in a club, just
spraying the money.
So
why have they been spraying the money on?
R&D R&D is one of their expenses. They spend.
What's R&D for, like the man them that don't know?
So R&D is research and development.
Okay.
So all the behind the scenes work they've had to do so that they can be ahead of their competitors.
Yep.
They
bringing out new stuff, making their stuff more efficient, stuff like that. Yeah.
They spent 18 mil in quarter 3.
Wow.
In 2020, so 18 mil is a mad thing.
What did they spend on? 18 million.
18 million on improving their security. So they acquired Signal Sciences.
Yep.
But obviously the research needed to go into that company before they actually acquired it.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's one. Sales and marketing, they also spent 23 million.
Yep.
That was reported in quarter 3, 2020. General and administrative expenses were 24 mil reported in quarter 3, 2020. So in total, their operating expenses were 65 million, which is very, very peak. But peak in the sense that it's a lot of money they spent.
Yeah, but it's investment.
It's an investment. At the end of the day,
it's money going towards the right
if
things.
you're doing, literally, I was about to say that. If you're spending money, but you're spending it wisely, then I can't knock it. Because it's going to pay off.
You spend that.
It's going to pay off.
Yeah, but I can see they even bought Signal Sciences for $200 million, bro.
Yep, and they paid cash with that as well. So
575 million in stock as well.
Yeah. It's
blow them bands.
But in a way, it's kind of smart that they did that.
Yeah.
Because their cash flow could have taken a real hit if they just paid everything by cash. But they said hold some of our stock.
Yeah.
And then also take some of our cash as well.
Yeah.
Rather than taking
paying everything in cash.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's common sense. So, I think a lot of companies do that.
Yeah. And as well as that, when you also look at their profitability, I feel like in the next few years, like we've already touched on, I feel like because they've only just IPO'd, it's going to look completely different because the investments are smart investments. We spoke about Signal Sciences, which we'll explain later. They're a security company, and what Fsly are trying to do is trying to improve the security on all the servers that these customers are using. Yeah. So when you're going on a website, you're not gonna see stupidity pop up and all of that kind of stuff.
No one's gonna hack in and take all your details. Take all the customers' details.
No pretend sugar daddy's gonna come up and say, send me this and all of that.
Prince of Zamunda and them lot. The EPS for Fsly is minus 0.22, and we'll compare that to Verizon, who's the competitor, and that is a plus 1.05. Why do you think that is?
Verizon are a big player in the game, and
been there for a while.
Fsly've only really come into the market, and there's room for growth.
Yeah.
If they came into the market and their EPS was close to Verizon's, I'd worry a bit, simply because I'll be thinking, have they peaked as a company so soon? Where do they plan to take the company, or can they maintain that position? Yeah. So I can see there's room for growth.
Based on Fsly's balance sheet as of May 8th, 2020, their long-term debt is 25 million. Yeah, and their current debt is at 4.7 million. And that amounts to 29.68, which to me is 30 million in total debt.
Yeah.
That is a lot. But they have plenty of cash to cover that debt. So even though they're not profitable yet, they are unlikely to go under anytime soon.
Which is a good thing.
You also have to look at where their money's coming from. So ByteDance, who own TikTok, removed their traffic from Fsly.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Majority of it, not all of it. Majority
of it. And that's obviously because of Trump. Donald Trump trying to ruin the lives of people working for Fsly.
Yeah.
and TikTok. So we have to keep all these things into consideration when we look at their financials. Do you understand? US officials have also raised concerns that data collected by ByteDance through TikTok may end up being passed to the Chinese government.
TikTok bringing in, I think, 11% or between 11 to 12% of the revenue for Fsly. When all of that happened, Fsly stock
would have tanked. Because they potentially losing a very big client.
Yeah. So their share price went down, and also in terms of their profitability that they possibly could have made. Obviously, that took a hit as well, because they're probably thinking, TikTok is popping right now. Like,
it's a major hit, bro. Yeah, there's no other ways around it. It's a major hit. Yeah. It's mad. Yeah.
So, yeah.
WeChat, any other Chinese app is all threat to national security for Donald Trump. It's nuts, fam.
Anyway, my man's out the door soon.
He's out the door, yeah. Biden, we're waiting for you.
Yeah. So if Biden comes in, you never know. TikTok might restructure again. You never know.
Yeah, and Fsly might shoot up again.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's interesting. Michael, do you want to kick us off? What's the pro?
Yeah, so Fsly, like we said, we don't think they're going away anytime soon, simply because they got big customers.
Very big customers.
They got the likes of Spotify, Shopify, Etsy, Boots Chemist, Twitter. We can go on and on. 810 customers, and a lot of them are big customers.
Yeah.
And unless
all
810 collapse today, I don't see it being that peak yet for Fsly.
That's true.
Yeah, so it all depends on what Fsly are gonna do with the customers that they've got on board, how they can improve their service.
That makes sense.
They got their clients, it's now taking it to the next step. Second point I'll say is they've earned the trust of these major customers. The fact that Fsly have just come into the game and they have managed to
deliver.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the truth.
They literally managed to deliver. And in a short space of time, Joshua Bixby, he became the CEO. Obviously, the pandemic played into his hands.
Yeah.
But he's managed to ride the wave, the pandemic wave. Even with Trump saying, you know what, TikTok need to restructure. He said, you know what, as a business, we can still move on. Like, even if TikTok decide in the future to remove all of their operations off Fsly.
Yeah, they're still big customers.
They're still other big customers.
Yeah.
And Joshua Bixby has not let
the customers down.
He's not let the other customers down, and he's not let Fsly shareholders down by saying, "Oh, you know what? It's peak.
Give up." Yeah. Just crack on.
Yeah, he just
full steam ahead.
Yeah. But for you, what would you say?
All right, for me, the main thing is the fact that we have to look at the service that Fsly provides in it.
Yeah.
They are predominantly providing optimize. Whoa, my English.
You see, last episode, this guy was laughing at me.
Yeah, so for me, the main pro for Fsly is just looking at the service that they provide, and that's optimization of data.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So, in the life that we're living right now,
Is there afterlife?
No, this is the main life. The kind of society we're in right now, people just want to consume data. People want to watch stuff. People want to play games. And if you're behind that,
people is me.
All of us. We want to watch stuff. We want to consume information. Consume videos. Consume rubbish talking on Twitter. Music. Everything. Yeah. If you're behind that, you'll always be in business. Do you understand? Because people aren't gonna stop consuming data anytime soon. No. And they're even adding to that by bringing that data to you even faster. Yeah. They're making things...
Do you know why they've applied pressure on their own selves?
Yeah.
Their name is Fsly. So
if they're slow, counterintuitive. You understand? So they have to deliver, and they are. Do you know what I mean?
Have to rebrand it slowly instead of Fsly.
How many times has Twitter gone down in the past 5 years? You can count it on your two hands. You know what I'm saying? They're always on point.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And they make their services, like they make services quick for us.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So for me, based on the service that they provide, they'll always be in business. They're not going down anytime soon, simply because of what they do. Yeah, that's point number one. Point number two is the fact that the IT industry is forever growing, bro. We're not going backwards in IT. We're going forwards.
Yeah.
And I'll give you one analogy. Yeah, in a gold mine, be the person selling shovels. What? Bro, they are selling some big shovels right now. They are selling everybody shovels. Do you understand? Because these IT companies are going forward. They're driving forward.
This guy's preaching.
Bro, I'm spitting them facts.
He's in his element.
I'm an IT guy. Do you understand? They are behind the people driving the industry forward. Do you understand? Like, there's no better position to be in.
It's not always about front of house.
That behind the scenes. Yeah. They're behind the scenes and they're making everyone go forward. Do you understand? They underpin the IT industry. Yeah. That's a big thing to do. So for me, they're only going to keep going forward. IT is only growing. Fsly's behind IT. Fastly's gonna grow. Those are my pros.
And people want things delivered like their name fast.
Like one time. Instant. Instant. And with like 5G coming as well now.
I was
faster
literally
internet.
about to
bro, you already know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fastly would probably be able to deliver some technology to utilize the 5G even better. You know what I'm saying? Make the thing even faster.
Yeah, it's true.
Fastly, faster.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
And then you'll be complaining that it's not fast enough.
It's not fast enough. Then 6G comes. Then you can't complain again.
Mad. The opportunities are endless for them.
It's endless. So that's my point, innit?
Yeah.
Let's look at some cons because we're just bigging them up right now.
He said they're yet to make a profit, and that's because Trump was tooting our in it.
Yeah. So, can you give us another another reason why you may not want to look into this stock?
Yeah, so Fastly can't control what the customers do.
Yeah.
So, let's say, for example, Etsy's got a problem with the government, American government, or like we've seen, TikTok's got a problem or whatnot. Fastly are hopeless. Like, that's one of their companies, especially if they provide them with a lot of revenue.
Yeah.
That's one of their customers that's taking a hit.
Yeah.
So
but any of the customers goes down is peak for them.
It's peak, especially if they're the ones that are bringing them the most bread.
Oh yeah, it's true. So the big customers.
TikTok were their major customer, one of their major customers. When that took a hit, Fastly took a hit.
Yeah. So issues are very volatile. Very volatile.
There's certain companies that you would go on their sites every day or their apps every day, like let's say for example TikTok. But like Boots Chemist, how often are you gonna go on their site?
No, that's the realness. That's the realness. Nah, I'll just feed off that last point. The fact that the situation that they're in is very volatile, and that reflects on the stock.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Their stock is actually volatile. It goes up and down. Look at the highest and the lowest 52-week average. Yeah. It was the lowest was 10. The highest was 136. That's ridiculous. You understand? So it could go any way at any time. And there's no way. Look, if you're a short-term investor, it might not make sense for you because you could put money in one day and lose it straight away. You understand? But if you're a long-term investor and you believe in IT, then it's good for you. But it's so volatile that you can't go in short-term. You can't make a drink.
This is definitely a long-term stock. Definitely a long-term
100%.
Stock.
It's too volatile.
One, we're in a pandemic. We don't know what way the pandemic's going to
go.
Secondly, as well, the customers as well that they've got, a lot of them are innovative companies who are looking ahead. So it only makes sense to hold Fastly if you're also looking ahead. And the third point I'm going to say as well is that I don't think Fastly, who have just IPO'd, have reached their peak. There's no way.
No, that's very true.
They only IPO'd in 2019. How can you say you're going to make a quick change here of Fastly in 2021? Like when they've just IPO'd that, to me, it don't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
It don't make sense whatsoever. So, like we always say, long-term stocks are the best stocks to hold. And this, for me, is a stock that a lot of you might not have heard of. So it's definitely one that you need to do your Googles.
No, definitely. Like, get the information for yourself. Yeah, we're not taking responsibility. Alright, so my other point, my other reason why this stock is a dangerous stock to hold, potentially, is the fact that they have such big competition. Do you understand? No, I have to take. I have to deep what I'm about to say. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So with IT, it's so easy to migrate your data from one server to another server.
TikTok did that. The majority of it,
bro,
like that.
It can be done in a week.
Yeah.
You understand? So it means that your competition can always clap your clients. Anytime.
Another thing I'm going to say about that as well.
Yeah.
A lot of companies as well, they don't just use one
server.
One server.
Or one cloud provider.
Yeah. So like for example, Twitter, they use 3, I think.
Yeah.
And others as well.
Yeah, some of them have backups. You have your backups on other servers.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course. That makes sense. But the point I'm trying to make is that their competitors are so big. Like Microsoft, Amazon, Google. Who's Fastly, bro?
Yeah, it's true.
Their clients can get clapped at any time.
Also, what I was going to say about let's say, for example, Twitter using like free providers or whatnot, Let's say, for example, one lets them down, they will lose their trust in that server.
Yeah.
So they might think, you know what? Let's drop them out, or let's not rely on them so much and use somebody else.
Yeah.
So
balance the load.
Fsly always have to, especially because they haven't been in the game long. They have to always be on point.
Yeah,
they can't afford to mess up.
They can't afford any mistakes.
Nah.
Yeah. But to be fair, they've done a good job of not making any mistakes because we haven't had anything.
Yeah.
In terms of mistakes, in the way of mistakes. The whole thing is that if they do, there's big boys waiting to take your customers.
Yeah.
Big boys.
Yeah.
Microsoft, Google, Amazon.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. What's your rating for the stock? Like, let's close this out. What is your rating? Are you gonna put money? Are you not gonna put money?
I've got money in it.
Yeah, simple.
Let's cut to the chase.
Free the realness.
Yeah, free the realness.
Yeah.
I'll say 4.1 out of 5. For me, this is a long-term hold. Like you said, the IT industry is huge.
Yeah.
Like everything you do is internet-based. Like IT is involved. Like your granddad, your grandma, your auntie, all of them are using like a service that requires the internet. So the opportunities that Fsly have at the moment are endless. I also believe that Fsly, like we said, they only IPO'd in 2019 and we're yet to see them reach their full potential.
Yeah.
So with a change of CEO as well, Joshua Bixby coming in 2020,
could be some good direction.
Yeah, it could be some good direction because for a CEO to come in, usually takes 3 years before you see what he actually can
changes.
implement.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's an interesting point. I didn't know that.
How about you?
Right. So if you notice, I just changed the number. So I had it at 4.5. Yeah, based on the fact that IT is a growing industry. Right. However, as we've just been discussing what we've been discussing, I've downgraded it to 3.5. Down 1%. Yeah, down 1 point because I feel like it's definitely a stock to buy. It's a long-term buy.
Yeah.
Definitely not short-term. It fluctuates too much.
Yeah.
My, however, is you have to pay attention because, as we said, the situation for them is volatile. Any mistake and the thing could tank. One customer leaves. With this kind of industry, these customers, their reputation is very key to them.
Yeah.
You understand?
Definitely.
So if there's any issues with them being able to bring you their data through Fsly, if Fsly messes up, everyone can start jumping ship. The customers can start jumping ship one by one, and they will go.
Yeah.
You understand? They will actually go. So my whole thing is you can buy this stock, but this is a stock that you have to be mentally active with. You have to actually keep your mind on it, be watching the news, be finding out what you can about the company, because if it happens in the news that they mess up, you should be ready to sell. Like, no. I'm being for real. If there's a big enough blunder, Twitter's unavailable for a week.
Hey,
bro,
it's peak.
Even Twitter's unavailable for an hour over like 4 times. It happens 4 times. Twitter's gonna jump ship. Yeah. Deliveroo's gonna see that. Deliveroo's gonna go.
Yeah.
Like everyone will start going before you know it. Your stock is at 0.
Yeah. You're saying it like they're all gonna be in a group call,
bro. Really and truly, these men are CEOs.
I bet you like
what's happening at Fsly, bro? Like they're messing up. What, they mess you up as well? No, I'm cutting. Like remember, these men all play golf together. The CEOs all play golf together. If one of them cuts, they're gonna shut the next one. And
you're very silly if you don't think all these companies
these people they know each other. They work together, and
together.
they're all in the same meetings together. They buy shares in each other personally.
It's true.
So that's my point. I've downgraded it to a 3.5. Simply because it's not a stock you can just hold and forget about. You have to pay attention.
Actively,
yeah, and that's it. We hope you've learned something on this episode, and we hope you'll be looking into Fsly as well. Any questions, let us know in the comments or message us on any of the social platforms that we're on. And we hope you share this video with at least one person. Definitely like it because it helps us. And have a party in the comments. Anything, let us know. Thank you very much.